Okay. So, we're on part 2 of Heavenward, so we're halfway through of 3.0. So, here we go. Yeah, we failed.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Let's do this.
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And with 2 Azure Dragoons working in unison, who can say what might be possible? But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
Grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
Foreshadowing. Oh, God, they're people.
I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Ouch. So that's how you love your woman, huh? So he said attacks 2 Azure Dragoons. At this point, I didn't even have Dragoon up, so... Yeah, that's an added feature for me. Sorry, my phone fucking screamed in your ear. There's no thanks to my friends. I thought I'd damn shut that thing off, but apparently didn't. Okay, time to be Batman. Where's your leader? So, I've been watching reaction videos of people from World of Warcraft who are playing our game recently, and they were like shocked to see how Yoshi P was, you know, being really apologetic for delaying the game and such for Endwalker expansion. And they're like, that is so different from WoW. I'm like, eek. It's like, what are you people doing? Fate enemies as you continue to search for the area. But yeah, it's like a different tone to their ears. Like I said, I used to play up to the Cataclysm era. I didn't really play long on Cataclysm because I was like 2 hours in. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Screw this game. Well, expansion, I think it was like $40 or $50 at the time, and I didn't make use of that game. Like, what a joke. Oh, I mirror this thing. This thing, for being level 54, it hits like a truck. It's like difficulty spike.
Is that it?
Ball of Malice and Rancor? Yeah, I think that's it.
Aye, that would be the Eyrie. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the Primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated.
Giggity.
Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. 'Twill be just like the good old days, no?
I'm in the expansion, guys! Like, seriously. Of course, it doesn't get some airtime in this. New winds, old friends. A force has significant power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the area. And I can offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I'm not so selfish that. Contact me by Link Pro when your preparations are complete, and we shall step forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at St. Rena's Forum Galleon. From what I glean of the Holy Seas, the silently ambitious airship project, Sid will still be in Ishgard. This guy's like, you're level 80, why are you doing this? Actually, you're level freaking 60, why aren't you wearing a better weapon? Not to be a dick, but goddamn. When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgarians on their alien airship, correct? In that case, he might be still at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we tried the airship landing, or may have even the Sky Steel manufacturing. But none of us waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who? Sarah Emmerich would seem the obvious choice, but there's no guarantee he will be able to grant us an audience in a short notice. Oh, I have it. Count Oman's youngest son probably says of knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let's return to the manor and see if Lord Emilian is about. The only thing he's juicy about is looking for Lady Lesot's ass. Yeah, so he wants to tap that, and I thought Night Elves on butt. Booty. And yet, she still ignores him. Well, okay, I can't really say that. She does, but not so much. The hero returns. How goes the flight, old boy? Well, I trust. In search of the city going on, he said? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I heard he has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship, the Holy Sea Commission, to actually fly. To it seems the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. What about first? First? Late? In any case, Ground Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing. I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come behind. We must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Avery, take a hike. You're gonna light this place on fire. You know, I'm gonna be really sad about seeing Efreet anymore as Efreet Iggy. Just say it. Oh, maybe they'll keep the Eggy glamour. Still, I'll be sad. Hold on, we gotta take a... Oh. No. Wait, get you. Damn you, freaking New Game Plus. I said. Alien, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master God. I'm sure you'll come as a little surprised when I tell you we have need of a favor. Well, we see we're here to kick ass on a dragon. Unfortunately, it's, you know, he's like a Gerudo wannabe. Another Wimber? And you said it was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise could certainly take it where you need to go, but she will not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The drawings with fly rings around her. And they took it to her head to incinerate the ring, and there'll be precious little we can do to avoid them. There must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we can employ. Astidian stands visual at the edge of this very mess, but we don't know how much longer. Alright, I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. We have to get a smaller boat. Big Split, it's time to give that new toy as a proper field test. Oh, yes. It's probably best that I let the lad show you. Come on, the manufacturer's not far. So this ship is actually, which they'll show us, is in, it's kind of showcased in the firmament. And it's rightly so, because it did help kill Nidhogg. And they'll say, oh, you're just moving spoilers. I'm like, dude, we're gonna beat the shit out of Nidhogg. We're gonna beat him. Our little project's inside. Oh, you're gonna like this one. What the hell?
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them.
Oh my god.
They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio is bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
No.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the Mana Cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
Slop it.
You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Captain Robon says they may have uncovered the Sultan's whereabouts, and he wants you, which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away to help with the investigation. Come, Gunnigan. Comparison to Ishgar's plight may be our presence here will not serve to hasten the Man of Connor's completion. Let's return to the troubled lands of Thalia and lend what aid we may. Totoro, our friends at the congregation send a message to Stibian. Tell them that we identify a solution to our problem, but it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alfred. To the Waking Sands, warrior light. It's past time Oda has delivered us from this darkness. I gotta see what my friend did. Which kind of annoyed the hell out of me. Noisy. Horrible. Why? Oh my god. My friend's horrible attacking Clash of Clans. Just... ugh. Oh, that was painful. Yay, Robot!
Thank you for coming.
Bad.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
Ha! He may have pun.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friend, for Nanamo, and for Ul'dah!
Oh, I just hope they don't disarm you even further. Our target is Meryl, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I'm told the two of you met. Yes, because she poured our drink, which I'm surprised I didn't die. Our sources indicate that she had left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Meryl is still hiding there. How do you confirm? You already said you found her, but okay. Sure. So, funny story about that. I didn't know where the hell the Silver Bazaar is because I was not acquainted to Valiant. I was like, okay, where the hell is the Silver Bazaar? Yeah, I thought it was like in Limsa or something at one point. I thought like, hey, I can do this. And I still didn't know where the hell I am. Now today I was like, okay, I understand now. Because actually I think it was one sector in my whole map I did not uncover here. Because since I was Limsa, there was no reason for me to clear up my maps at the time. Now I know. Meryl? Ah, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Rarely leaves her house, though. It's like one closest to the market entrance. Greetings, Galleon. What can I do? What can I do for the Silver Bazaar's favorite adventurer? She has a long quest line in this area, so if you actually do it, she actually recognizes you a lot more. So there is a quest-related thing that actually will recognize her. I think before she'll like, oh, hi, stranger, need something? Looking for. I think they pretty much skipped that part. I think it's like looking for Meryl. You say, if you're hoping to lure her back to old, you may as well give up. The girl's done with city life. Yeah, I think she actually will go through that text, but other than that, if you actually finish the quest line around here, she actually recognizes you, which is kind of cool. Do I know any returning residents? Gosh, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My master's only pleased to hear this. Yeah, I think he's one of the bad guys in this area or something like that. Oh, hi, Doala. What are you doing here? Let's well gather the players together. This has gone on long enough. You might not remember, my name was Harfon. We met but briefly when we finally despairing of life under my ruthless father. After that day, I left Ishgard, left behind, and took to the Wandering Realm. Soon after arriving in Ulda, I learned Master Amonasai has passed away. Oh, this is the samurai mission, I think. Okay, I think this is where she is. Area. Hi, Meryl. Metal Gear.
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
Busted!
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
Let's put some glasses on. Hi.
General Alden.
Oh, you don't know the name? Where is my cutesy doll? Watch your back. We got a ninja.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Hi, Lorito. Oh God, those eyes.
Lolorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh,
I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
That was a cheeky way, though.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine.
But...
Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed.
I'm surprised it doesn't kill him.
Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teleji Adeleji without trial?
See, it became a
Though
double-edged...
you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
Yeah, it's fucking bearing. They have to equal ground each other now.
If you would, Lord Lolorito?
It's so cheeky.
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Uldar shall once more be united under Nanamo Ulnamo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
Like I said, so cheeky in this. How the monitor is. By the 12, I fear Laredo's arrival when I heard another bloodbath. Little does suspect that he of all people would give us the means that's aroused the Sultana. Shall we also make our way to Ulda? I should imagine Bart has been instructed to admit us. It's like, well, we could treason you a monster. It's like, well, you're the one who killed one of us, and we can be a dick fella too. It's like, let's be bygones, be bygones. It's like, that is such a freaking backhanded, like, witty bullshit right there. But hey, that's Lord Rito, man. Like I said, he doesn't care. Lonzo Satan is alive, and he's able to gain money. He gains nothing if chaos ensues. Which is right. What, as guys would say, well, I can't really say too much until later, but guys make a good point later on. Yeah. That's for some overwhelm scene. She's breathing. I don't understand how they not. It's like, oh, she's dead.
I was having the longest dream.
"'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
But what's your left arm? Yeah, I gotta talk about this one.
Her Grace is awoken.
The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Makes a valid point.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrius. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
In a way, as Laura Reed was like, I don't want us to go to hell and I lose money. Let's have our common enemy set aside first.
'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Well, you're in control.
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely.
Sloppy.
Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low.
Remember, Grand Company of Eorzea. Remember that.
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
Alphino's growing. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains there is no man alive whom I rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pillow of my despair. Still no word from Master Gonald. I hope this Malachi of theirs is nearing completion. I'm sure that her graces will make full recovery. I and old Dalla, too, shall flourish once more. General Raubon and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Agur, a question, if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Yes, of course. You'll be pleased to know that 3rd Unit Braves abandon Remus Toll when they learn of Captain Ilbert's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Anfield. To me, I say, I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishkar, let's go to the Rising Stones and thank those stewards for their service. I shall be my fellow act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Galleon? You were there at the company's inception, and it's only fitting that you be present at its end, and I appreciate the support. Yeah, because I think it was Unit 1 and 3 was the Betrayers, and 2 and 4 were the actual normal people. Normal squads. Commander, you're alive. Ah, Galleon too. I knew you escaped through. My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you, all of you. My promise of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. You're not hearing us complain. 'Tis a slight messier than expected, yeah. But we're still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye. You humbled me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is the most profound regret, then, that I must. That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you're mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. I talked to them and said we all agree. You can take our uniforms and strip of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves? Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded lived on. They bind us to each other and to you. Commander, Alphinaud, our minds are made up, and you might as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Mephilion and others. I should have familiar with these three. I know Ro and Aline, but my friends, after all has happened, I don't know what to say. Head pat him. Yeah, I'm not familiar with him, honestly. Anthony. Because these two are pretty much with us for a long time, but... Of course, we can't access that, but... Huh. Okay. Fair. Please excuse me, I thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the consistency of his comrades, may have been an exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know not unworthy of their loyalty, Galleon. By Astalica is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. Boing. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing scientists would need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Arianje and the Weakened Sands, and Tartaru and Ishgard. While we organize our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you at Ishgard as soon as I'm able to. Galleon, how in the hell do you do it? I was about to send word for you. Well, we had this moment I completed the Man of Connor's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments and I should be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you may want to pay a visit to Frantz Manor. A drago by the name of Stidian was looking for you. You've been fulfilling your obligations to Aldalzan. Mr. Taru has been keeping me appraised of the situation. Once I learned that these monocutters about Garlands are nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mist. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the area plotting his revenge. Might not this be the apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Emmerich? I think we have kept him in the dark long enough. Sure that. Oh yeah, so I forgot, like, such weird.
All stands ready, Lord Commander. Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Stop this. I was like, shh, let the man talk.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, 'twould seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
I pricked him off on his pride, I fear, but had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Eyrie. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns underneath his belt, I have no doubt Alphino will make a fine field commander. Well, he is an arithmetician. But one does not practice on adversaries such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the aiding or of carrying a novice. Into the Eyrie. We have tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the Mon Cutters. I still gotta decide if I want my free company mansion to move over to the new Ishgard district. Oh, there we go. Kelly, an old friend. The colors are ready when you are. The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get there where you need to go, I tell you. These little beasts tear through the wind barrier like a cement drill through cottage cheese. Cottage cheese. Wait. And that, my friends, is Garland Ironworks guaranteed. The other thing is warrior, kind of warrior light. The dread worm awaits. Use the dayfinder to enter the area. Boink. Alright, bitches. Nice day for a flight, huh? Bitch, get flashed! Ah! I don't flash! Or solar flare, actually, sorry. We're on DBZ. That move. Oh, wicked mortals, I shall sell your flesh and turn your bones to ash. I don't know if you took a look at his eye, look a little different. That's a landing point. I don't know where the hell the mana cutter is. Which is weird. Go with me, go away. Really, Garuda? Come on. Guys, I can't wait until Endwalker see they get a little more responsive. Okay, Volume, do your thing. I remember fighting this boss first time, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, because I didn't know what mechanics. I was like, okay, I'm getting nuked. I don't understand what I'm doing. It's amazing how, you know, as you progress, you actually start learning things. They're like, okay, this is how... Because honestly, I was still a newbie at this point, because I was still learning how this game functions. The terrible dragon before you. In prison. Oh no. grab him on the loop because, you know, stuff. Oh, there. Freaking nose. That boss I just killed, it's a really simple mechanic, you know. Stuck zone in these poison clouds, there's ads, and you can't have too many of them because the boss actually gets buffs over time if you have too many in the field. Simple mechanic, you know. But, yeah, the normal thing is you have to have, like, maybe 2 or 3 on the field, let it suck it up, and then kill it. But the thing is, if the ad gets too big because it sucks up all the poison, it will self-destruct and it will kill everybody. Or do a massive amount of damage in this case. If you're still at high level. See his eye? That eye doesn't look like an eye of a murderous rampage. And he has a buff, debuff, I should say. The dog's eye is limited to the dog's strength. Okay. I just kicked your ass in your own home turf. Bitch ass. So, throughout the whole encounter, you have to keep Estidian alive. He cannot die in the fight. If he does, well, it's pretty much game over for you. He does a lot of things. He throws fireballs on the ground. Eventually, they become a line AoE, or line indicator, and you have to dodge it, obviously. At one point, he'll capture one of your members, Pyro Sacrifice or something like that. If you don't save them within 10-15 seconds or something like that, they'll die. No saving throw. There's not even like, oh, you just take a massive amount of damage. No, you die. You straight up dead. And same sense, if you have a bunch of melee in your group, not a great thing, because if your healer got hit, you better hope your DPS is fast on their feet, because at the same time he's throwing his fireballs, and they start ramping up. You go from like 2 to 4 to 5, like yeah, he starts tossing them like crazy, and so you're gonna be like breakdancing around the whole field. But he does have a second phase though, because that's where Astidian comes into play. I think around 50% that Hog's health, he will fly in the air. He'll start going over here and start charging up his ultimate. Same skill says underlings trying to kill Astidian, because if Astidian dies, you're pretty much gonna wipe from his ultimate attack. I remember one time I was in Mentor Roulette. I had this newbie Sprout, and he ran out of the safety bubble as Astidian, and I'm like, dude, you need to get in here. He's like, oh, look, he's doing his thing. He died. I was like, oh, dude. And it sucks for me because I was on my Bard or my Ninja or something like that, and yeah, we couldn't rest him because after that our healer died. And we had to finish off Nidhogg without a healer and kind of hope he doesn't do a sacrificial attack, because we're probably not going to have the damage output to do it. But needless to say, fun concept. Sucks. Okay, now for the fun time. Dive bomb! Talk to the AI, bitch. Damn it! Stop doing that! I got your eye. I got your eye. Will still use my eye against me? Time has not to zerolate my kind's depravity. I have not forget thee, dragon. My essence claimed thee once, and I shall do so again.
No, worm! This ends here!
Jump! Right in the skull! This is how you get brain damage. Superman landing. Hurts on the knees.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Now you notice how that eye is a little different color. I should have the lightning. Yeah, there goes that lightning aspect. first Azure Dragoon.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king.
Yeah, we gotta keep
But if you
storing.
must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
We four, then.
Forton, Hylanat, Dyrendare, and Zemail. but 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
Guys, damn these migraines.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
I can say about your bloody armor.
You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted.
Yes,
and with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull? Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried. Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Hraesvelgr, you got some explaining to do. Though Nidhogg has fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and this stain of corruption pleased me not. When I almost put to rest, I must fortune my armor anew. The song begins. With Nidhogg fallen, none save Hraesvelgr remains to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. And if Isar yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. However, hear the truth from the dragon's maw. Oh, trust me, they're gonna hear the truth. 'Twas you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragons carry you far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Heslogger to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your scrumptious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Warp, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragonslaw law is all about consuming your life and claim many of your followers. 'Tis time you learn the truth of its beginning, the whole truth, that we may last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, warrior late. Ugh, it tastes like Moogle ass. What do you want? See his eyes, that definitely coincides. Impenitent mortals never seek to bury old wrongs under new. I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
It seemed to uncover my secret. Until the blinded Nidhogg did I yield one half of my strength. Oh god, it's another migraine. Nidhogg, what has most fallen thee? We are undone by continent mortals. They did take lust our eyes and gut their appetite on their essence. She has slain them? What mass has not made our peaceful accord? I did not warn thee, rude brother. They have been untrustworthy creatures, each short-lived Elizabeth. Hey, I take insult to that. Yeah, they're really good at his eyes. But though we're enchanted by thy mortal maid, you would throw house Kasraskar in her leg, and mine eyes. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly thou can make these children by their appetites. Heslogger, 'tis thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender that eye to me, and that be thy penance. Nidhogg. They bested me once, but I was reckless. I showed need by a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon those greatest every child of their mind. Yield to thy strength, wee brother. My vision has been gone. Doesn't should be status. I don't think that's word, but whatever. Those have borne witness to the scene from my past. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Yeah, he kinda fucked up.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor, that he might exact his revenge upon the worlds who have wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
This one.
The teeth of my beloved so dearly desired has been shattered by her own kin. Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life and my brood brother's reason. Think as thou fits that indignation will move me to remorse? Go, mortals. Take your unwilling passions and leave this place. Your presence here spells naught but misery. Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should bound that we ever weaken. See ya, bitches! Assholes. Fiery spit. Congratulations, Yeso. You found the truth and you fucked up. And thus betrayal began unending vengeance. It's fitting. Though he lifted not a single claw, 'tis seemed that Oswalder wreaked his no manner of vengeance against us. He wasn't passive aggressive.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other? Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us. Let us away, Warrior of Light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Sickness must be purged.
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
And for once, Stydia and ESL actually see eye to eye. Excuse the pun.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault, and the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
Ayla.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
Don't mind us. Okay, I guess I'll trust you, even though you got Kel here.
There! Comrades! Sheathe your swords! There is no need for further bloodshed!
My lady!
She has come!
Oh my. Wait, what? What?
Aye! It is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the Great Worm low!
Well, let's kill him then! Wait, what?
The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends! He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
No, my friend! Far from it! At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it.
Well, so she gets an arrow in the head.
Peace?
Is this peace? Oh, I just want to loot and pillage.
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Are you daft?
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Oh, zing! Get a lot of Hodgepodge. That was rather too close for comfort. With his seem the calm is returned to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You've returned to Ishgard and I as a company, my friend. Yes, Hodgepodge, we always amaze you every time. That, my friends, was rather too close for comfort. Praise alone that things would not end in bloodshed. Did not end in bloodshed. I confess, I was more a little dismayed to see you in company of Lady Iceheart. Whatever is going on, Galleon? Oh! We got Nidhogg, helped her, found the truth. Beg your pardon, you traveled to the Train Mist to get her? Along with Estidian? I'm surprised you didn't get Speeder. Insert Rule 34, that's not. Never was there a more likely alliance, nor one is so maleficently effective. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified, Father and Sir Emmerich must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Emmerich to From's Manor. Yes, excellent suggestion. Very well, Callie and I shall await you there. Yeah, until sure hits the fan. Excuse me. Fatty claws. Ow. Well, he's definitely got the fat claws. Welcome. Well, come. Ever since I saw Plane's video, I just can't get that out of my mind. More cutscenes.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father, for I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
We saw it, we kicked his ass.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard?
This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelga? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
Yeah, we fucked up.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more. A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emmerich prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
Here we go.
That Sir Emmerich is the Archbishop's bastard son.
Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labour to believe it. Sir Emmerich is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such, but the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the Vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emmerich's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emmerich more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Oh, dear.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
You know, they could really make it as a trust if they ever feature and plan it. Like, Lucia could be a tank, Hashavon could be like, I don't know, a melee DPS somehow. So is Sidian, Alphino could be the healer. I don't know. They really have the outlook of it could be a trust. Though your assistance is more welcome, I fear it may not be enough. Few as we are, we struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If there were to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause. Like I said. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with the army of knights at our backs, a direct assault of the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are correct, Master Alphino. Not even the simple might of House Formstead and the Temple Knights will be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we might yet stand a chance. You speak one of the other high houses. Precisely the opposite. I speak to revolutionaries rumored to reside in the Brum. It says these disgruntled Asgardians who open the gates to our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, if their hatred of the Holy See drove to such deeds, they might be persuaded to assist in Sir Emmerich's rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Alphino, and I will have you and Galleon reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make will be doomed to fail. But as outsiders, too, you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well, we shall seek the leader of the revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks. Standing will your brothers heed your command if you will remember to stand aside? The Dragons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait while the Highborn fight among themselves. How very wise. Yellen, we should hurry to the Forgotten Knight. Totoro may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. Ah, yes, we get to meet some special character. Knight like this person. Oh, icebreakers. Damn, it's only 8:28. Jeez, feels like a lot later. Totoro! Guy, Alphino, guys, I've been very sick. It's good to see you. And you, Totoro, or Zordiar, how did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? Gilbert and others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. But what about you two? What came of your journey? You're not serious. What was Sarah thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about it, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I heard rumors of the people you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say of any certainty is they will be led by someone called the Mongrel. A career monkeyer, if I ever heard one, but mayhap it will make the individuals in question easier to find. Come, let's make inquiries below. Curse the Calorie Dog. Oh, literally, it is Curse the Calorie Dog. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a true blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here. Yow. What's that? Speak up! I can't hear as well as I used to. From Rat. I don't know what it's got to stand about the mongrel, but if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. Oh, pretentious little brat. Okay. I guess I have to go down here. And here. There we go. Not a single shred of information, just as expected. These revolutionaries would not evade capture for so long without the masses' complexity. Still, it's good to know that Tartarus' ears are sharp as ever. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of Brom, why not go see if Gilbert knows of value? As a returner of Forgotten Night, surely he has heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope that he will be more forthcoming than the others. I shut that off. There you go. So it's weird they're gonna get rid back on our fee, free company buff from loot 15% death timer reduction to now just increase run speed over the city. It's gonna be awkward. People long for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know what it comes from with tight lips. Discretion, Galleon. That's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I heard the tales. I know you're done right by highborn and lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction. But to do that, I need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter up in the cruiser who owes me a bit fairer coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go and get them for me. Agreed? Sure. Help me, help you, and everyone helps everyone. But, let's see what I actually gotta say. Oh, that's probably the... Yeah. That one's Shroudbringer's the first tier weapons there, Bluey. Big ol' hulking axe. That's for damn sure. Speaking of hulking, there's a hulking hunter. So Gilberon's Iron Boy. Good, good. How's he doing? Same as always? Right. Anyway, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through accounting his blade herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I will find any more next year. Ouch. But yeah, the one free company buff is going to be gone. It sucks, though. Because it's nice if they somehow get, like, say, rank 30, which that's what we are. Like, they give us 3 free company actions. Like, right now we have 2. We could activate, which I haven't been activating because none of our members have been active, so it's like, well, what's the point? Not to mention I have crafting, so one of our crafting members come on, he needs to level up her shit, so... it would be great to, like, have one for, like, gear wear, one for meals, and have the back on your feet ability, which reduces the resurrection sickness. But unfortunately, that's not going to be a thing anymore, which sucks. Well, you got to hand them over or not? Fresh herbs. This nameless flora has a pleasant enough scent to suggest it's most likely not poisonous. This ought to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. Here's a few things which serves the hearts of men, like a sip of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Now I think on it, there is a woman I know who's rather fond of this blend. Heavenward is her name, and she resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another. I forget. Anyway, be a shame if she don't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? Lord of the Fetch title, here it comes. I think she's more to that one side, if I remember right. Take more of that side. Nope, I was way off course. Wow, okay. I suck at remembering things. But yeah, it'd be nice to have, like, you know, a normal guild that, like, always have the XP buff for killing and gathering and crafting. It'd be a nice combination there. Yes, I'm Heather. Beg your pardon? Do I know you, sir? Bitch, here's your wine! I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare. Her special recipe. Must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame that she was taken in by that baron. Cut a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long-eared. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. So it's not more than an infatuation. What she felt, but she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, God, it's a scandal. I mean, tis not an uncommon occurrence, but it was with her made it so much. Well, I didn't tell you. She was discharged from a service, cast out into the streets, like so much refuse. After she returned to the run, we drifted apart. I only learned that her death years later by chance. There's a hint there. Remember, he said discreet. He gave it a little some hint. So you learn anything? If not, I'm gonna smack you with a frying pan. Wow, she just accessed the board. Wow. So, the Hammer as a normal man bids his maidservant, then casts her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Cold comfort for women and children who live it, though. Even the independent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Girl X, for example. Surely you're her own. No? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the Brom, a man of many vows, none which can prohibit spiritual beverages. Aye, if there was a man who deserves a drink, it'd be him. As the agreement says, offer some drinks, you get some tails. Nice downstairs. Okay, he's below us. Helio! Ow! Maybe my physic will heal me. Oh, it's pleasant being upon you, sir. I guess for me? Get drunk, bitch. Tell me tales. This says, I represent of a wine watch made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. Yet somehow she found time to help me tend to these in even worse circumstances. So compassionate as she was, so full of love for her fellow man. That love gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. That little girl, bless her heart, she couldn't help what she was. Eventually she won them over, but those first few years were trying, and even more so when she was trying to start fending for herself. I remember the day she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out as if searching for her mother's face in the mist. Again, more hint. She was a remarkable woman, Galleon. Even after she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for her daughter's future. Some bonds are thicker than the blood, but blood still divide us in the end. It's the legacy of our parents, Galleon. We cannot escape it, no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups choose to embrace theirs, to reclaim it all in sundry. If you can understand that, maybe you can find her on your own. If you haven't got the idea, your attendance. Still looking for your mongrel? Like I said before, take your pick, plenty around. If you know where to look, or do you fancy someone specific? Oh, someone's got an unusual taste. Afraid I can't help you, though. Won't, rather. It's blood obviously ain't from the Bronx. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? Oh my god, I hate going back and forth. It's so annoying. I think this is the reason why I pulled my hair out. Have you made any progress, Galleon? Well, apparently I just told the piss off. So our mongrel was born in Elizan, nobleman, and Hurrian maidservant. Great, it is no location, but far more information than we had before. Yes, and her striking features are known to us. Maybe we need only remain vigilantly. There we go. There may be a way we can draw the mongrel out in the open. Maybe we should discuss this with Harturu. Speaking of which, where is Taru? Oh, confound it. She went below to make inquiries on her, didn't she? We must find her quickly, guy. I have a premonition that this is not going to end well. Oh, she's fine. She's Zodiac in disguise. She can take care of herself. Blood for the blood god. Here we go. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you had no luck either. Ah! I'm sorry, I forgot to say anything! Wait, down there! Isn't that part of the roof? There's men are chasing her. Quickly again, after him.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I should have got voice acting on this.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House Four Tom's Manor all the time.
Crap baskets.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
I will sub in my hollows.
Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Hilda!
Hi, Hilda.
Lay a finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand. And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
I freaking love Hilda. She's one of the besties. So Hilda, later on in the Machinist storyline, she actually started following the character, the main story with him, which she's hilarious. Because you can see she has a Machinist weapon. And she has a different model compared to everyone else, because she's a half-blood. Because she has the hero features, but she also has Elzen. So she's technically a half-elf. So that's what makes her really interesting as a character. Before we start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? The Forgotten Knights, eh? Ooh, my. But yeah, I love Hilda. She's one of the best characters for support role. Oh, crap. I almost hit the freaking border. Oh, crap. I don't remember this, but whatever, screw it. It's been a while, so I'm not familiar with how this went. Okay.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Eh? What are they on about?
The High Houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Wow. Seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
Well, you guys get the hair.
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
What in the hell's...
Well, that ain't good.
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy.
Oh, you little fuckhead.
And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do.
Sickness must be purged.
Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir'd be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
I freaking love Hilda. Protect.
Such simple creatures, rats. Certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here your toys could hurt someone.
That's a challenge. Oh, definitely gonna have Avery on this one. Ruda, go!
Right there!
Oh yeah, I'm at full power, am I? You asshole. I gotta take this.
You disgust me.
Correspond! This bungle bitch is gonna blow bullets between your eyes.
Bear witness! Helone, guide my sword!
Filthy rats!
Our thoughts? Oh. It's taking the bullet from me. I was gonna say, I'm like, how are you not dead yet? Avery, take care of the business.
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Enough!
Lucky bastard.
Nay, 'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
I thought the Heavenward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavenward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Oh, gee, here we go again.
Then the Heavenward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he? Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
Let me guess, you're wondering why I choose the mongrel, right? Well, it's not that hard because you're literally a mutt. That's because, well, that's what I am, and I'm not ashamed of it, not anymore. Besides, even my pure blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies up on high. They have none of them are well bred. Hell, some of their mothers are cast out after a spot of fun, same as mine. Sort of old as time. And one we're sick of hearing, which is why we took up arms. Now that we mean to haul the blue bloods to account, some have done right by us. I'll allow them, like them in House Helena. Of course, you know all about that, wouldn't you? But enough talk. Your friend is still rotting his cell. Let's not keep him waiting. I freaking love Hilda. She's freaking one of the awesome characters in Ishgard. I just wish she plays more of a part. Oh. We've been working in secret to undermine the Holy See and the high houses, without much acknowledge. But this nonsense about us throwing wide the gates of the heretics is just that nonsense. If it's not you, then who? You Temple Knights, of course. I reckon it was your beloved Sir Amaryk's doing at first, but then I heard how he lost his head. My next best guess would be the Heavenward. That way they had the perfect excuse to go door to door through the worm, slaughtered heretics and their sympathizers in one swoop. But the Heavenward scheme did not account for Lady Iceheart's intervention, so they have been forced to improvise. A fine bloody mess, ain't it? But the die is cast, so what's the plan? We must divert the attention of the high houses away from the city, and to do that we need the cooperation of your allies in your service. And what makes you think I have friends in high places? You would be fools not to, given your goals. Lowborn knights are ideal recruits. Most swear fealty to only those desire for a better life. If offered an opportunity to shed the legal and live for themselves, whom I would not at least tempted to take it. Prayer is the man eager to die for a cause he does not hold dear, but it need not to come to this day. If they and their fellow knights are deploy a field to deal with a new threat, amassing out heretics, for example, then they will unable to join defenses in the vault. Spread false reports and attack to get them out of harm's way. The city will not soon forget the heretics' last assault. If the high houses believe that our attack is imminent, we have no choice but to act. Can it be done? Can we trick them into leaving Ishgard? Yeah, we can keep them out for long. Not bloody likely, but make sure you're ready before I would send word, because you won't get a second chance at this. And as decided, to the vault, Archbishop must be held to account. And the Lord Commander granted his liberty. Hearken to me, everyone. We have two objectives. Rescue Sir Amaryk and apprehend the Archbishop. We will therefore divide our forces in two parties. Lord Harshfont, Estinian, Master Alpha and I will make ready to breach the underground goal and search for the Lord Commander. We will not move, however, until the second party has entered the vault. I speak of your party, Lord Lay. For this plan to succeed, you will need to fight your way to the highest level of the vault, even onto the Archbishop's private chambers. When the Heavenward realize that you're what you intend, they will fly to your master's side, leaving only a token force to guard the goal. Temple Knights loyal to our cause have already secured the entrance to the vault. Once you are within, they will signal us. If all goes to plan, we shall rejoin you where Sir Emmerich and confront the Archbishop together. If everyone's clear as to their duties, then let's do what needs to be done. This is where it gets real good. The others are in position, Master Galleon. I will send word once you and your party has entered. Ah, damn it. Oops, did I start a war? My bad. Good night. Ah, damn, I did 42,000 damage. Bitch, you just got owned. Normally you play Sonic the Hedgehog and just blitz pass by and pretty much nothing like a little bitch. Boom shakalaka. Take out for the Archbishop! Yeah. Let me in!
I'll cut you to pieces! I will not yield to you!
I have the power! Amen! It's going to just pretty much knock back and does that freaking damn warrior cleave.
Down with you!
I had you. Yeah, okay. Keep believing, buddy. Guy's a dick. Just saying. Can't be any more dick than the next guy. Dick a bunch, dick a bunch, dick a bunch. So, this guy, no matter how badass you be, he can't kill him. Because it's scripted. And trust me, there's so many times you have to do or realize you're like, hey, can we kill this guy? And we do get him down to 1% normal mode. Granted, you know, we're a little overgeared for the roulette, but still, point being. This guy is a freaking dick when you're a healer.
Filthy rats! And now the final curtain!
Because he puts a chain on you. He puts a chain on you, and if you're whatever you're tethered to. Okay.
This shall be a mercy.
And you have to get it pull away. But if the thing is, I'm over here and he's opposite of me, and we try to pull, it's not gonna happen. We're gonna end up dying. So we have to be close. And of course, you know, he summons the freaking
sickness must be purged.
Yeah, that's another thing. He constantly does area effects, so it's healer hell for that. And he has the ads. Oh wow. Bitch. So you're constantly as a healer doing area effect heals, or at least try to at certain members to get in your range. And trust me, there's numerous times that has some asshole supposed to be healing over here, and asshole is way over here. It's like, dude, get into AoE. But no one ever keeps an eye on the ads that comes trampling through at a time like this. Sometimes we actually have the tank has to be over here, and at least everyone's DPSing in this direction. At least to keep an eye on the ads coming toward you, stampeding through. Oh boy, here's this scene.
Our power! How can this be?
You're a bitch? Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta put this on.
Fall back!
Father, please!
We were not too late, my friend.
Why must you do this, Father? Nidhogg is fallen. There is no need for further deception. Now is the time to renounce the lies which led us down this path. To start anew!
And tear down the very pillars of our society? Our history, our values, everything we have built over 1,000 years? A fool to the last.
Let's whoop some ass on this old man.
Look out!
Go. Asisla awaits.
Lord Orchefort!
You are unharmed? Forgive me. I could not bear the thought of... Oh, do not look at me so. A smile better suits a hero.
Let's see, does not get better. Every time it just gets better. I don't know what to say. The others, they were together forms this manner. Trust me. Let's see, this doesn't help either.
Don't. Please. A knight lives to serve, to protect, to sacrifice. There is no greater calling. Leave me to mourn and give chase. For my son, and for the nation he loved. Go!
His sacrifice shall not be forgotten.
My son.
Oh. This is like 10 Aerith deaths in Final Fantasy VII. It's like it hits. Oh, God damn it. Oh. Like I said, it's like every time I see this thing, it freaking hurts every time. I cried a little bit in the beginning of, first time, but every time we go back, it's like, oh, God. Ugh. Unfortunately, I think we'll just end it there. I could not stand there in silence, but when the others had forsaken us, our Lord Harshman took us in. Our beacon of hope in a world of darkness. It is utmost to raise our spirits. So anyway, we might face our troubles of courage with conviction. So we might face them as knights. I'm just gonna end it here for now. God damn it. I hate that downer, but God damn it. I hate this thing. So, I'll see you in the next video.